Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches development projects worth about 4,500 crore rupees in West Bengal, assures that centre is doing its best for development of the state. Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw launches India's fastest and indigenously developed router in Bengaluru. India is one of the least affected nations by global crude oil price inflation, says Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri. In cricket, India win Dharamsala Test match against England by an innings and 64 runs, clinch 5-match series 4-1. And in French Open Badminton, Indian shuttler Lakshya Sen to face Kunlavut Vitidsarn of Thailand in men's singles semi-final tonight. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the central government is doing its best for the development of West Bengal. He was speaking after inaugurating and laying the foundation stone of multiple development projects worth about 4,500 crore rupees at a Viksit Bharat Viksit West Bengal program in Siliguri this evening.
आज यहाँ हजारों करोड़ रुपए की विकास की परियोजनाओं का लोकार्पण और शिलान्यास हुआ है। ये विकसित बंगाल की तरफ एक और अहम कदम है। मैं इन विकास कार्यों के लिए बंगाल के लोगों को, नॉर्थ बंगाल के लोगों को बधाई देता हूं।
The Prime Minister said 25 lakh fake job cards have been issued under MG Narega scheme in the state. He assured that the NDA government is committed to the development of poor people. He criticized the ruling TMC government for the Sandesh Khali incident. Earlier on the second day of his tour to Assam, the Prime Minister inaugurated and laid the foundation stones of several projects worth 17,500 crore rupees virtually from Meleng Methili Pothar in Jorhat. He inaugurated the Tinsukia Medical College and Hospital, a childcare unit at B. Barua Cancer Institute, Guwahati, Baroni to Guwahati natural gas pipeline, and 2 crude oil pumping stations of Oil India Limited. Addressing a public meeting at Meleng Meteli Pothar after unveiling the 84-feet statue of legendary Ahom warrior Lochit Borphukon at Holonga Pathor in Jorhat, Mr. Modi said the BJP-led government has developed an industrial ecosystem for fast-paced growth of the Northeast region and undertaken several bold initiatives for the entire Northeast. He said the BJP government only listens to the poor section of society, and today he is happy to join the celebration of Griho Pravesh for over 550,000 houses constructed under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin in the state. Mr. Modi criticized the previous governments for neglecting the region and said his government is working for the growth of the area in every sector. Earlier in the day, the Prime Minister participated in the Viksit Bharat Viksit Northeast program at Itanagar in Arunachal Pradesh. On the occasion, Mr. Modi launched multiple development projects worth about 55,600 crore rupees in Manipur, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Sikkim, Tripura and Arunachal Pradesh. These projects are related to rail, road, health, housing, education, border infrastructure, IT, power and oil and gas sectors, among others. The Prime Minister also dedicated Sela Tunnel to the nation and launched Unnati scheme worth about 10,000 crore rupees. The Unnati scheme is fully funded by the Government of India and covers all 8 northeastern states. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said the Unnati scheme will help catalyze industrial development and aid economic growth and development of the northeast region.
10,000 करोड़ रुपए की उन्नति योजना नॉर्थ ईस्ट में निवेश और नौकरियों की नई संभावना लेकर आएगी। मेरा पूरा जोर इस बात पर रहा है कि इस बार इससे स्टार्टअप, नई टेक्नोलॉजी, होम स्टे, टूरिज्म ऐसे अनेक क्षेत्रों में जो युवा हमारे आना चाहते हैं, मैं उन नौजवानों को पूरा सपोर्ट करने की गारंटी देता हूं।
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister reached Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh this evening and performed darshan and puja at Sri Kashi Vishwanath Temple. He will participate in a public program tomorrow where he will inaugurate and lay the foundation stone of multiple development projects worth more than 42,000 crore rupees in Uttar Pradesh. Union Minister for Communication, Electronics, IT and Railways Ashwini Vaishnaw launched India's fastest and indigenously developed multi-protocol label switching router in Bengaluru today. This will bolster India's digital infrastructure and support the demand for high-speed data processing and transmission. Speaking after the launch, the minister said it is a matter of pride that an indigenous router of 2.4 terabits per second speed has been developed in India. This cutting-edge router marks a momentous occasion for the nation that is moving towards self-reliance and technological innovations. The development of the indigenous and secured router is an important step in Digital India initiative. Mr. Vaishnaw pointed out that India is now laying the foundation for high-tech manufacturing with lots of innovation, hardware and software with large design capabilities.
एक बहुत ही बड़ा माइलस्टोन अचीव हुआ है जिसमें एक कॉम्प्लेक्स 2.4 TBPS का कोर राउटर किसी भी नेटवर्क का ब्रेन होता है जो कि पूरे नेटवर्क को चलाता है भारत में बना है और अब आगे डिप्लॉय होगा बड़ी संख्या में। आज इस राउटर को देख के एक स्पष्ट कॉन्फिडेंस आता है देश में। इस तरह से प्रधानमंत्री जी ने सबको इंस्पायर करके एक ऐसा इकोसिस्टम बनाया है जिसमें लोग बड़े चैलेंजेस ले रहे हैं और उन चैलेंजेस को अचीव कर रहे हैं।
The high-speed router is developed by Niveti Systems of Bengaluru in collaboration with the Department of Telecom and CDOT. Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Singh Puri has said that India is one of the least affected nations by global crude oil price inflation. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi today, Mr. Puri said between 2020 and 2022, domestic LPG prices increased by 72% against the 303% increase in the international market. He added that despite global inflation of petroleum, petrol prices have decreased by 4.5% in India. Highlighting the challenges, Mr. Puri said that with 85% of petroleum being imported into India, ongoing global geopolitical instabilities pose a huge challenge as it affects the supply chain. The minister, however, assured that with the nation progressing in indigenous renewable energy and providing consistent subsidies, increases in prices will be kept under check. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has launched multiple initiatives to strengthen school and teacher education in New Delhi today. Addressing the event, the minister said equal workforce participation by both men and women is required to make Viksit Bharat possible. He said the country needs to build a work structure considering the needs of the world. The minister also emphasized the need for the inclusion of Indian languages in the education system. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Senior BJP leader and Union Home Minister Amit Shah has alleged that Congress and RJD are dynastic parties which have always worked for the interest of their families but did not do anything for the poor. Addressing a public meeting in Paliganj in Patna, he accused these parties of always working against the interests of backward and extremely backward communities. Recalling various welfare schemes launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Mr. Shah claimed that only BJP can work for the welfare of the backward and poor people.
देश के 25 करोड़ लोगों को गरीबी की रेखा से बाहर निकालने वाले मोदी जी ने 12 करोड़ गरीबों को घर में शौचालय देने वाले, 4 करोड़ गरीबों को घर देने वाले, 10 करोड़ गरीब माताओं को उज्ज्वला का सिलेंडर देने वाले प्रधानमंत्री और अब बिहार के करोड़ों लोगों को कार्ड बांट दिया। 2 महीना में 5 लाख तक का स्वास्थ्य का पूरा खर्चा नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट कर दिया है।
Mr. Shah also said by honouring Jannayak Karpuri Thakur with Bharat Ratna, the BJP has fulfilled a long-time pending demand of the people of Bihar. Senior BJP leader and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said the Modi government has fulfilled all their promises. He said the Modi government brought 25 crore poor people of the country above the poverty line. Addressing a Kisan Mahasammelan in capital city Raipur of Chhattisgarh, Mr. Singh assured that central government would make efforts not to increase prices of seeds and fertilizers in the country. The program was organized by the state unit of BJP's Kisan Morcha. National President of Bahujan Samaj Party Mayawati has again clarified that BSP will contest the upcoming elections alone and will not form an alliance with any party. In a social media post, she said the rumours of forming electoral alliances or a third front are completely false and misleading. She appealed to people to be cautious of the stories related to the alliance in the media and social media. Ms. Mayawati said the BSP is fighting the general elections on its own strength with full preparation. She said the BSP's position in Uttar Pradesh is quite strong. It is noteworthy that the parties have begun preparations in view of the Lok Sabha elections 2024. BJP and Congress have released the first list of candidates, while Bahujan Samaj Party has refused to join the INDI alliance. The Bharatiya Janata Party, Telugu Desam Party and Jan Sena Party have decided to contest the upcoming Lok Sabha and Assembly elections together in Andhra Pradesh. In a joint press statement, BJP President JP Nadda, TDP President N. Chandrababu Naidu and Jan Sena Party Chief Pawan Kalyan said BJP is coming together with the TDP and JSP will help in achieving the aspirations of the people of Andhra Pradesh. The statement said the modalities of seat sharing will be deliberated within a day or two. In Jharkhand, Bharatiya Janata Party BJP has nominated Dr. Pradeep Verma as the NDA candidate for the Rajya Sabha elections. BJP's National General Secretary cum Headquarters in Charge Arun Singh today announced Dr. Verma's name by issuing a press release. Nominations for the polls can be filed till March the 11th, while the nomination papers will be scrutinized on March the 12th. If required, voting for Rajya Sabha elections will be held on the 21st of March. The ruling JMM Congress RJD alliance has not announced their candidate yet. Meanwhile, the ruling alliance and BJP both have called a meeting of the legislature party members in Ranchi tomorrow. President Draupadi Murmu has accepted the resignation tendered by Election Commissioner Arun Goyal with effect from today. Law and Justice Ministry said this in a notification. With Mr. Goyal's resignation ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, there are now 2 vacancies in the poll panel. Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat has lauded the contribution of women in water management and conservation across the nation. He addressed the gathering after launching the nationwide Jal Shakti Abhiyan Catch the Rain 2024 campaign at a function in New Delhi today. He said around 1 crore women of the country have taken up the responsibility to bring positive change. The News Services Division of Akashvani invites applications from experienced candidates to be engaged as editorial executives and newsreader cum translators on full-time contract basis in its various regional news units across the country. Details are available at news.air.gov.in/vacancies. The last date for receiving applications is the 19th of March 2024. Pakistan People's Party PPP co-chairperson Asif Ali Zardari was elected as Pakistan's 14th president today, becoming the head of state for a second time. Mr. Zardari was the joint candidate of the Pakistan People's Party and the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, while his rival Mahmood Khan Ashakzai was the candidate of the Sunni Ittihad Council. In sports news, in cricket, India have won the 5th Test match of the series against England by an innings and 64 runs at Dharamsala today. With this, India have clinched the 5-match series 4-1. In their second innings, England's top batting order completely collapsed as Ravichandran Ashwin completed his 5-wicket haul, while Jasprit Bumrah and Kuldeep Yadav bagged 2 wickets each during the second session of Day 3. In French Open Badminton, Indian shuttler Lakshya Sen will face Kunlavut Vitidsarn of Thailand in men's singles semi-final tonight. In the men's doubles semi-final, the Indian pair of Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty will clash with South Korean pair of Seo Seung-jae and Hyuk Min Kang. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches development projects worth about 4,500 crore rupees in West Bengal, assures that centre is doing its best for development of the state. Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw launches India's fastest and indigenously developed router in Bengaluru. India is one of the least affected nations by global crude oil price inflation, says Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri. In cricket, India win Dharamsala Test match against England by an innings and 64 runs, clinch 5-match series 4-1. And in French Open Badminton, Indian shuttler Lakshya Sen to face Kunlavut Vitidsarn of Thailand in men's singles semi-final tonight. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.